Brian Walsh, and welcome to another in the series of 17 videos which are key steps to real entrepreneurial success. And I'm talking a little bit soft here because I'm on an aeroplane about to fly to the United States, and there's a reason I'm recording this particular third episode in first class on this particular aeroplane. And so I want to talk to you about a concept that has really changed my ability to achieve incredible things in my life, both personally and in business as a whole. It's a concept that Tony Robbins originally taught me a while back, and it's this concept of raising standards. It seems like such a simple thing, but the truth is that I basically have shifted many things in my life, but I needed to do something quite dramatic in my head in order to achieve that. And so what's interesting is when you look at your business and you say, listen, I want to increase the turnover, I want to make more profit, or I want to grow it, or I want to get bigger reach, or whatever the case might be. What often happens, and so often, and many of you will relate to the fact that we kind of hit a ceiling in our business, and that's actually the standard. Like if you look at your life, that is the standard that you're at. Thank you. Cheers. If you look at your life, that's the standard that you currently have in your life, is basically what you have, what you live, what you're connected with. But the truth is that if you want to shift things, if you want to get greater results in any aspect of your life, you have to raise your standard. And that requires something massive to happen. Because here's the thing, and when Tony said it, it kind of hit home. But he said that it's not good enough to want to change. It's not good enough to want something different. You have to literally change your perspective to say, it's not, I will not tolerate the way it is anymore. I will not accept the way it is, and it will change. It has to become a have to. And I promise you, this little dynamic has been profound in my life, because if I wanted to raise how much I earned, I literally had to get into the space where it's like, I will not accept what I'm earning right now anymore. It's unacceptable. And I set a new standard and said, that is where I'm going, and it doesn't matter what happens, I'm going to go to there. It's a must-have. Now, interestingly enough, in 2013, I flew my first business class flight overseas. And I remember it was like a big deal because it cost a lot of money and so much more than a normal economy class flight. And I then had the privilege to actually, fly 12, 13, 14 times or something over the last number of years overseas. And every single time I've flown business or first class. Now, I'm not trying to brag with this in context, but what I'm trying to say is I set a standard, and regardless of the circumstances and the context in life, it became a must-have. If I traveled a certain way. Now, it's a little bit materialistic to use that as an example, but it can be anything. Like, for instance, I've lost 11 kilos recently, and I set a new standard this year where I said, I refuse to be unhealthy, I refuse to be overweight, I will not accept it. Now, so often I tried, but I never had that conviction that said it has to change. Now I have that conviction. I've lost 11 kilos in the last sort of couple of months, or three or four months, and I'm on this complete massive, rechange of how I live my life, this massive lifestyle change, and I'm loving it. And so at the end of the day, you have to make this decision in your head very powerfully. And it cannot be a want. It has to be an absolute must. Then things will change. So when you look at the things you want to change in your life, consider this. Go and look at your plan. Look at the critical things, not everything, but some critical things, and decide and really reflect on them and say, this has to become a must-have. This has to change. I no longer am prepared to accept the way it is. And by so doing it, no problem. By so doing it, you will literally start to do the things, and it'll become front of mind, and you'll stay focused on it going forward as a whole. So this is a critical component. And I hope you can really go out there and make some massive things shift in your life, because I promise you, as an entrepreneur, this mindset factor is critical for you to get success and to change the fortune of what you achieve through your business and in your personal life. So that's my tip number 3. I look forward to catching you on the next video.